Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Influence Garage, where we are getting ready to fire off the Hemi. Now you guys have been here while we tore this apart. You've been here while we inspected everything. You followed along while we got new parts, reassembled it, got everything together. We've done all the intake modifications, we've done all this fuel system, we've done all of this. Even you've been part of the Holley Dominator wiring. So this is going to be the first startup on this. Now Al is not here. He has had to go to his house. He's having an estimate done for a couple of things at his house that he needed to do. So he said, well, let me know if it goes well. And I said, okay, well, I'll just film it, and if you see the video, then you'll know. So let's go ahead. I think I have everything really close on here, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this over a couple of times and see what happens. We just adjusted the cam sync. On the Holley EFI, it wants to be 195 off of the crank, so we adjusted that. Basically, we're able to flip it 180 and give it a little bit of a kick, and it should be good. So, you know, let's give this a shot and see if it fires up, and follow along. If not, we're gonna do this one or two more times and figure it out. Well, guys, the way that it's banging through there like that, I believe that the way that they want it set up is not the correct way with this ignition system. So I'm going to flip it back around to 180. I think it's 180 off, and try it again. What I've been doing is I've been moving the cam sync a little bit by little bit on there and trying to get it to fire off. I can hear it's trying to every once in a while, but it's not on the right stroke. So I'm going to 180 it, mark everything, and do that, and we'll try it again.
Yes, I know. Oh, fucking A, nothing, no air's on.
Okay guys, at this point we've been trying a bunch of different things, and we got on the phone with Holley EFI and with Scott Clark to see if we have some settings that are incorrect in here. What we found in here we went into our ignition parameters, and we could see our ignition type was custom. But inside here, we were finding that some of the firing order stuff right here was not correct. And inside here, our ignition reference angle was also incorrect. Between these two deals happening on there, we were firing at the incorrect time because of the reference angle, but then we're trying to fire the wrong spark plugs at the wrong time as well. And the way to fix this is we had to repin parts of the the MSD Pro 600 CDI box for going to the coils, and then go back and reconfigure our ignition reference angle back to a negative 45 degrees to get everything a little bit closer.
Oh man. So that was first fire after many attempts. A lot of things we had to change around in there, but it runs. Got it to fire off on methanol. One thing we did change is we went to a number 7 plug on here just for fire up purposes on that. Nice hot plug, get that thing fired off. Normally we run, you know, a 9 or a 10 in this one where we have boost going, but it runs. Thank God it runs. So, as you saw, it took a lot of attempts and a lot of late nights here, but took about 3 days of just chasing wires and figuring out what it was. And what we found why the car would not start was the wiring for the coils when we were running a grid is different than when we were running a Holly. It's just the way that they number everything on there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 5, 7, everything like that. It was just a little bit different, and that was causing us issues, so we had to repin that and make a couple of changes in the ECU, and we got it to fire off. Now we have a list of stuff over off camera here to get going before we even fire it back up. We drained all the oil out of it because it had a lot of methanol in there, and we normally will boil the oil off, but instead we just tossed it out. There was too much in there, and we were just gonna have issues with it. So toss it out. We're gonna put fresh oil in there just from cranking it over and trying to put so much through there. We were just having issues. We were having a couple other issues with our auxiliary fuel pump on here. Right down in here, the issue that we're having is when we don't have it on, we fire the car up and we shut it off or even crank it up, it shoots air back up into here. What we're thinking is because the pickup is actually lower than the fuel pump on there, we're having an issue with an air pocket in there, so we may have to move that and just make a new feed line to that. Other than that, Al is over there grabbing a new blade for that, but he's cleaning up. Last year we were having leaks on the carburetor on the hat right here, so it is O-ringed, but we were at the track and we just decided to use some ultra black, and we just sealed it right up. And through the some backfires when we were on nitrous and things like that, or when I was trying to use the nitrous to spool it, we ended up having some issues and it started to leak, so we are coming up with a new system to seal this up. Besides that, we're going to get everything going and get it ready to go to the chassis dyno. So this is going to be a real basic episode. I thank you guys all for watching and seeing it fire up for the first time. Everything there. We'll try to get one more video out before we go to the dyno, but if not, the next video is going to be while we're at the dyno. Today is currently Saturday, and we're going to the dyno on Thursday, so we have a lot of work to do to get there. And then also we have to get everything ready in the trailer load everything up to go to the dyno and everything there. So, but thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody. Al appreciates everybody. We're still running the contest for naming the Al's Camaro. Here's a picture or two of now that we have the paint on it. It's looking really cool, and when they start to assemble it, we're going to take and make sure that we get some video of it being assembled and the first time it gets put on the ground. So go ahead if you want to go back there, or you can comment here for a name for that car, because we are looking to name that car. It is a street strip vehicle. We're hoping this year go into, you know, mid-11s, if not quicker. We were talking earlier today about if we really want to put a roll bar in there and make it a, you know, a 10-second or a 10 flat car, or if we want to just keep nothing in there and all that. So let us know what you guys think on there. Should we put a roll bar in it and spray the house down on that? Maybe some new heads, or should we just, you know, have a nice cruiser that's an 1150 car to go from there?
That an old man can get into.
That an old man can get into. That old man over there, you know. So, but anyways, like, subscribe, everything there. Please share this with all your friends because that dyno video is going to be one you guys are going to want to see. We really want to see that that 4 digits of that 2,000 plus to the tire. I have a goal of, you know, about 2,500 to there. Pop says he'd love to see 2,800, so we'll see what we can hit, but definitely share it out there. Get your friends to watch it because it's going to be one you don't want to miss. Thank you very much again, and until next time, be safe out there.